meeting of the Transportation Committee on April 7th, 2020. And all members of the committee are present. We have a quorum. And perhaps we should go out of order since I don't see Mrs. Dick here yet.
She's here. Mrs. Who?
So
She's
I
here.
would suggest that we go on to item number 5A5.
Hey, Judge,
Excuse me.
you want to do the bills? And then, Laura is online.
Oh, Laura's online? All right, then we'll just go in order. We'll take up the bills first. Does anybody have any question about the bills? Is there a motion? Moved by member Waschinsky. Seconded by member Smith. Any questions? Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Like the ayes have it.
The minutes.
All right, we'll go on then to item 5A1, the application for rural areas operating assistance. Is there a motion? Motion by Logan Smith, seconded by member William Friedrich. Are there any questions about this? Laura, is there anything that you want to say about this application?
Just thank you so much for your continuing support of rural public transportation. We really appreciate it.
All right. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. We'll go on then to item 5A2, request for approval of the Illinois Department of Transportation Downstate Operating Assistance Program for rural areas. Is there a motion? Motion by member Waschinsky, seconded by member Thompson. Are there any questions about this? Any discussion? Yes, member Johnston. Did you have a question? Member Thompson?
I don't have any questions.
All right.
Yeah, Member Johnston, it appears that your video feed is frozen. We can hear you okay, but the picture still shows your hand up.
What was that?
Your hand is still up.
There must be a delay on the video feed because my hand was up for voting.
You may want to try turning your camera off and back on if you can.
Okay. Is that better?
We don't have a video feed at this point, but we can hear you just fine.
Okay. I've got my camera on, so I'll voice vote from here on until you can tell me you can see me.
All right. Is there any discussion then with respect to item 5A2? All in favor, say aye. Opposed, nay?
Aye.
The ayes have it. All right, the next one is a request for a purchase of service agreement between McLean County and Showbus, found on pages 3 to 25. Is there a motion? Motion by Logan Smith. Seconded by William Friedrich. Is there any discussion about this? Mrs. Dick, would you want to tell us about the service area of
Well,
Showbus?
right. Showbus in total serves 9 counties. We have 3 grantees, of which McLean County is one. And under McLean County, by intergovernmental agreement, we serve also DeWitt, Ford, Iroquois, Livingston, and Macon counties. So you are a group of 6, and you are the primary participant.
Is there anything else that we need to know about this, Mrs. Dick?
No, just thank you again for being willing to take such a lead in promoting transportation.
All right, any questions from the committee? Discussion? All in favor, say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. We'll go on then to the vehicle lease agreement between McLean County and Showbus. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by member Thompson. Seconded by
Second.
member Smith. Some of these vehicles appear to me to be pretty old. We've got a 1999 bus. Is that still serviceable? Mrs.
Yes,
Dick?
we rebuild buses as we can and keep them on the road as long as we can. Some of the older buses were turned over to us from social service agencies with very low mileage. So if they're still roadworthy, we do a thorough inspection and put them back on the road.
All right. Further questions from anyone? All in favor, say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it.
Aye.
And I believe that concludes the Showbus items on the agenda. And we'll go on to the maintenance letting, the three sections of that. There's the first one is the county's own section, then the townships north of or south of Route 9, and then the townships north of Route 9. Is there a motion on this? Motion by member Thompson. Seconded by member Smith. Are there any questions? Mr. Stokes, is this customary that we get only 2 bids for this?
That's been yeah, so we've only had 2 bidders the last couple of years, Steffens and Benich. Rowe used to bid, but they don't bid anymore. Sometimes they do bid, but they didn't bid this year for some reason. So these are the main players. I think last year, Steffens got the north half of the county, and then Bennett got the other two portions. But Bennett got all of it this year. They're doing a lot of work up here in McLean County. They're doing a lot of the wind farm work, post construction from last year, and then current wind farm that's going on right now.
Are they doing some of the municipalities in McLean County as well?
I don't know for sure. They have in the past, but I don't know if they're doing anything yet or not, or even if the municipalities have put their work out for bid yet.
All right. Further questions? Discussion? All in favor, say aye. Opposed, nay.
Aye.
The ayes have it. The next one is the cold in place renovations to the Ron Smith Memorial Highway. For those of you who are new on the committee, Ron Smith was a former chairman of the county board. Is there a motion? Moved by member Martin, seconded by member Smith. Any discussion? Questions? All in favor, say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. And we'll go ahead and let the contract to row. The next is the equipment letting. And this is for a pickup truck. And is there anything you want to say about this, Mr. Stokes?
No, this is a pickup truck for our fleet. We did this locally to kind of get a better price on some of the trade-ins. And the trade-ins are going to be replaced on the state bid, but and I was going to take that through this month as well. But we're looking at a Ford F-250 and a Ford F-350, and the state only has awarded the F-250 as of right now, and the same company has the 350, but they haven't finished all the paperwork, and the company didn't feel comfortable issuing the numbers on it yet, so we decided just to wait another month. Ford shut down anyway, so I don't know how that's going to go with the rest, some of our equipment moving forward on a lot of this. We did get our loader in last month, but you know, our tandems that we ordered and everything, and the paint truck may be delayed from all this. So anyway, hopefully they'll have the contracts in place, and we'll be taking those trucks through to replace the trade-ins.
Does anyone have any questions that they want to ask of Mr. Stokes? All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it.
I think we need a motion.
Oh, we don't have a motion, excuse me. Is there a motion to buy this truck? Member Smith? And member Waschinsky? All right, all in favor, say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. We'll go ahead and purchase this truck then. I believe the next item is the wind farm. And in addition to that, a change to the engineering services agreement with Hutchison and the bike trail engineering. Is there a motion on that? Member Martin and seconded by Member Thompson. Do you want to comment on these three changes, Mr. Stokes?
Sure. So yeah, there's change involving the Blooming Grove Wind Farm where we received money for engineering for the Blooming Grove Wind Farm project. And so we did enter into a engineering agreement with Hutchison on that. We also started the work on the Route 66 bike trail, and due to staffing issues, there was we didn't have somebody to really watch that project from the highway department. So there was money left over from the bid that we were going to use to hire an engineering firm to kind of watch over the construction of that project. And then the third thing was the East Side Highway project. We typically do a purchase order and then roll that money over or encumber that money into the next year. That wasn't done at the end of 2019, so we have to, it's kind of just moving that money back from 2019 to 2020. So all these things, we do have the money from the wind farms in place. It just wasn't included in last year's budget, and so that's what most of this stuff is doing, is just including it for the 2020 budget, so we can pay the engineering firms as we go.
All right, any questions that anyone has? I guess we need a motion here too, so. Is there a motion? Member Friedrich and seconded by Member Martin. All right, questions? Discussion? All in favor of these three changes to the appropriation, say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it, and we'll recommend to the board amendment of the appropriation ordinance, emergency amendment. All right, then we have a petition from Empire Township for joint culvert replacement. And this is, 3 miles east of the Lexington Leroy Blacktop. And Empire Township is seeking a contribution from the county joint bridge and drainage structure, joint culvert fund. Is there a motion? Motion by Member Martin. Seconded by Member Friedrich. Discussion? Questions? All in favor, say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The Department of Transportation has sent out an auditor to audit several years of motor fuel tax expenditures. And Mr. Stokes or Mr. Hohulen, do you want to comment about that?
Sure. So this is something that the district did. They used to do it every year as coming in and auditing our books. they ended up cutting, last time they did it was in 2012, and they ended up cutting that position. So none of our books, nothing was audited over those 5 years. And so they hired somebody at the district, and they came here, and they were here for, I don't know, 9 to 10 months, I think, auditing everything with the MFT, the county MFT, township MFT, and township bridge fund. And so so this is basically what this is. So we just have to get this report filed with the county clerk, and that. So this is what basically this is doing. You know, they didn't really find anything. I think there was a couple maybe clerical errors or process errors that we had. Some of the townships and the county, we do equipment rental out of the MFT fund. Some of those, like a backhoe or grader or something, that they you go in and you determine the rate of what it should be. Well, we had rounded some of those items up to the nearest dollar, and you're not allowed to do that. So we had to kind of, you know, move some money back and forth and that type of thing. So some process errors that we were doing, you know, we corrected it as we went along here, but there were no major findings. And so this kind of shows the balance of our MFT funds after 2017, which is still pretty similar to what it is here in 2020, or what it was at the end of 2019. So it's not really, you know, nothing's really much changed and everything like that. So but she went through all the resolutions and made sure that we had all our stuff in place before we were able to spend the MFT dollars.
All right, questions, anyone? Was the delay on our audit because we were transferred from the Ottawa district to the Paris district?
No, the district 5 out of Paris, they had somebody that was in there, and because I think we did that changeover was like in 2006. So there was somebody coming here for a number of years, and I don't know if she retired and they just didn't fill it. And I think it was that way across the state, because a lot of them were the same way. And so she's going from county to county. She's actually going to circle back around to us next year. So there's not so much a lapse in between. And it's going to be bad for some other counties that are going to probably be 10 years out before they actually get all their books audited. So I guess it's good for us, and we're out ahead of this a little bit.
All right. Does anybody have any questions? Is there a motion to file these reviews with the county clerk? Member Smith and
I'll motion.
Member Washinsky. Member Johnston, did you have a question?
No, I'll second.
All right. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. And then the proposal to repave the Towanda East Road. Is there a motion? Motion by member Washinsky. Seconded by member Smith. I believe that this improvement runs from Route 165 to the Towanda grade school. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Just west of the Towanda grade school. It kind of matches up with where our County Highway 29 goes north through Towanda. So we're taking off from there and then going to 165. And so this is using federal STR dollars, which is Surface Transportation Rule. On that, this project's also going to be a little different. It's going to have Mr. Houlihan applied for, or we applied for HSIP funds, safety funds, and so we're actually going to put paved hot mix shoulders on this project as well, and they're going to have rumble strips to kind of help with vehicles leaving the road in this area. So it's we got another project next year that we're going to be doing the same thing. So it's kind of be the first one here in the county that we're looking at.
Is this approximately 5 miles?
Yes, it is.
All right. Do we need a motion? Motion by member Thompson,
Motion?
is that member Johnston? Who is seconding it?
Yes, I'll second it.
All right, seconded by member Johnston.
Johnston.
Johnston. Questions? Discussion? All in favor, say aye. Opposed, nay.
Aye.
The ayes have it. And then, Mr. Stokes or Mr. Hohuland, do either of you have any items that you want to bring to our attention?
I do have a couple things. Just wanted to let you know that we do have some projects that just got started this week and last week. They're milling up on the Colfax Weston Road. They started that on Wednesday or Thursday last week. They're getting ready to start on the bike trail this week from going a mile south of Shirley down to Funks Grove. And then we're also starting the Maitland Bridge project over in Dale Township. And that's the project where it's our last timber pile bridge in the county will be replaced this year. So that's a good thing. Also want to make you aware that on April 14th, Ameren is, I don't know if you remember, they're doing the McLean County reliability project from Normal to White Oak. And it's about 10 miles long. And they're having a couple of webinars, or I guess you'll call them webinars, kind of a project update and scheduling of that. And I can send that information to you if you want to check in on that. They're doing it 2 different times on the 14th.
That would be fine if you would do that.
And Judge, I think we need to go back and do the minutes. I think we skipped over that.
All right, we have minutes from February 18th, a special meeting, and March 3rd, a regular meeting. Moved by member Logan Smith, seconded by member Gerald Thompson. Any suggestions of amendments to the minutes? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it,
Aye.
and the minutes are approved. All right. I know of no other business or communications, so we are adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.